Hey everyone, welcome back for another workout. And for today's practice, we are going to focus a little bit more on toning of the lower body, specifically the hips, the buttocks, and the thighs. Now, for those of you who do have knee issues, ankle issues, this is a non or zero impact workout, so it's a lot kinder to your joints, but do listen out for the options where we can actually make the movements a little tougher, more challenging, or to make it easier for yourself as well. All right, so this workout is going to take about 30 minutes at most. All you will need is a mat and comfy clothes, stretchy clothes. Just make sure that your mats are not too thin, because at some point when we lie down on the side, it is going to be a little bit uncomfortable for those of you who have more bony protrusions on the side of your hips. So if need be, have an extra bath towel handy where you can fold it and make it into a small pillow or cushion. Let's get started. We're going to come towards the center of your mat, facing the side, and we're just going to warm up the lower body first, right? For those of you who need to, make it a smaller movement. Bum goes back and down, bending your knees, and press to come up. The lower you go, the harder it gets, all right? So as you inhale, lower, exhale, come up. And we're going to do 20 here, all right? Here's 3 and 4. So you want to look out for here is pressing down through your heels to drive yourself back up, all right? Inhale to lower, exhale to come up. Try to push the air out when you come back up, all right? And let's go for 10 more here. Avoid letting your knees collapse inwards when you come up and down. So imagine if I were putting a stretch band around your legs, around your knees. You're going to try to stretch this band outwards, okay? Let's do 5 more here. And 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and stop. All right, so we're going to have your body facing the front of your mat. Now, for those of you who have issues with your knees or your feet, you might want to take a smaller step and just do a baby movement here, and that's it. All right, you might want to hold onto the wall or a chair for balancing if need be as well. Even a table works. All right, so if not, I want you to take a wider stance, and we're going to go down and come back up. Visualize yourself from the side. And what I want you to look out for is keeping your spine upright. Shoulders are relaxed and your inner corset is engaged. All right, let's do another 10 more here. Press to come back up. 9. Very good. 8. So if you feel okay, of course, go for a bigger range of motion. Your knee for the back leg can go lower. And 6. Good. 5, if you'd like to, you can use your fingers to kind of dig into your belly and make sure that your inner corset is working. All right, let's do 2 more here. And exhale and come back up. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. So what these 2 movements that we just did, the squats and the lunges, do is to help me to warm up the lower body, specifically the bigger muscles, as well as to, with the lunge, stretch and loosen up the hip flexors a little bit. All right, so warming up the hips. Take your right leg back, left foot is in front. Again, holding onto the table or the wall for balance if you need to. Adjust the distance between your feet, look forwards, and inhale to lower, exhale, come up. Press to lift. Of course, you can always be wearing shoes when you do this as well. I personally really like to go barefoot, so then my little toes, my feet get work done as well. All right, exhale to come back up. So this is a great home workout that you can do. Don't need to be wearing shoes at all. Exhale. Let's do 7 more here. So every time you exhale, like I said earlier, push the air out like you're trying to blow 10 candles off a birthday cake. Last 3 and 2 and 1 and stop. All right, shake your legs out. Okay, let's come into a position with your feet together. You can be at the front of your mat, you can be facing the side. I just like to be facing you for this one here. So I'm going to hold on to the hips here, right on the left side. Trying to imagine that this is a fishbowl filled to the brim. I don't want to spill a drop. If you find that balancing is an issue, please hold on to a table or the wall or a chair for balance as well. We're going to do 15 repetitions here, trying to raise your left leg up and exhale lower. Without resting, that was 1. We're going to do 15 together, moving just that floating leg, nothing else. All right, so as you lift and press, try to move slow, preferably at the speed of your breath. 4. So it's not too fast. We're not using momentum. 5. 6, try to relax your shoulders as you're doing this, all right? 7. And I'm holding onto my hips to help me ensure that I'm not tilting my pelvis, I'm not tilting my body in order to raise that leg up. So there's no seesaw effect going on here. Let's do 5 more here, yeah? And 4. Good. Last 3. And 2. And 1. And stop. Shake your legs out. So you'll realize that even your standing foot, the leg that you're balancing on, that foot is going to be working pretty hard just to keep you balancing. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. Hands on the hips, standing up tall, fingers digging in gently into your belly. So you feel the inner corset switch on. Float up your right leg and let's go. Lift and press. And what you realize is actually that standing leg or non-moving leg is the one that's working harder. And 4. Good. 5. 6, 7, nice, 8, 9, good, moving at the speed of your breath, yeah, 10, we're gonna go 5 more times here, 5, keeping your shoulders relaxed, 4, noticing if it's easier or harder on this side, 2 more times, 1 last one, and stop, relax. I'm gonna go back to that left leg once again, okay, moving it in a different way this time. So we're gonna go for what we call percussive breathing, all right? So every time you inhale, you pulse twice. Every time you exhale, you pulse twice, all right? So you notice that I was pushing air out through pursed lips. Of course, you can always breathe out through your nose if that works for you. Just don't be holding your breath or shallow breathing when you're doing this. 10 breaths here. We're gonna do this. Hands on the hips. Raise up your left leg. Take it up higher if you can. Again, you're not going to seesaw your body to raise the leg up. Here we go. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. So go for toning up the hips, the butt, the thighs. 3. Exhale. 4. Of course, if you're only just starting to work out, 5. Don't expect yourself to be able to complete all repetitions perfectly. 6. So if you can only manage half of the repetitions I'm asking for, you start from there. All right, let's do 3 more here. Exhale. 2 more. You can always come back to this video again. Do it again, you'll feel a lot better. You'll do a lot better. Last one. And stop. We're going to change it over to the other side. All right, so raising up the other leg, balance, shoulders relaxed, abs are on. Here we go. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. Exhale. And 3. Out, out. And 4. Out, out. 5. Exhale. You're noticing little muscles that you probably never thought about working before. And 4 more here. Exhale. You're working on a lot of stabilizers and movers at the same time. Last 3. Exhale. And 2. Out, out. Don't need a very big space to do this either. Last one. Exhale and stop. Shake your legs out. Well done. All right, so I'm going to still have you standing, but we're going to have your hand hold on to a wall or a chair for balance if need be. Of course, if you can do without holding that, then by all means, follow me. Hands on the hips. So holding that prop or that wall for balance by now if you need to. I'm going to lean forwards just slightly. So now I'm going to work on different muscles around my hips, all right, my butt. And you might even feel it around your back as well. It is a standing leg I want you to focus a lot more on, all right? So we're going to bring that back leg up higher and lower it down. Touch the floor if you can, lightly. And 2, tap. And 3, tap. And 4. So it is just that back leg that moves. 5, nothing else. 6, 7, 8. I'm not moving anything but that floating leg. 10. Let's do 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Now we're going to pulse here. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Inhale for 2, exhale. And 3. You might start to feel that back there working now. And 4, out, out. Keep your corsets on, all right? 5, exhale. 6, exhale. 7, out, out. 8. Don't be surprised if you find that the standing leg is working very hard, all right? Last one, and stop, relax. Shake your legs out, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, all right? So hold onto the wall, or hold onto the table, or the chair for balance, and then go ahead and raise that other leg up now. Spread the toes on that standing foot, lean forwards, point that back leg, here we go, up, and down, and 2, and lower. Tap, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you might even have that chair in front of you as well, but don't be pressing too hard on that, all right? 10. Let's do 5 more here. 5, and 4, 3, 2. One more time. Up and hold. Pulsing here. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. Exhale, exhale. And 3. Try not to rush through this, okay? And 4. Sometimes when we go too fast, we start to use momentum. 5. And that takes away the work for you, all right? 6. Exhale. 7. Out, out. 8. Out, out. Good. 2 more times. Exhale. 1 last time. Exhale and stop. Relax. All right, go ahead and shake your legs out. So we're going to come back to standing on both feet just for a while, but they're going to be out pretty wide. So I'm going to just loosen up the tension from the hip joints if you still have a lot of it, and we're going to involve the inner thighs a bit more here. I'm going to show you how it looks like from the front, and I'm going to show you how it looks like from the side. So I'm going to have my feet out really wide. Toes are turned out just slightly, right? So from here, I'm going to lower down to one side. Now watch, I did not let this knee collapse inwards. I'm going to press it outwards. So generally, when we bend our knees, I want you to have them pointing in the same direction as big toe, second toe. Lower down the hips and come back up. And that is 1. So we do 15 on either side. Get your hands ready. You can hold on to one another, or you can interlock your fingers, or you can just swing your arms forwards and back. It's up to you. All right, so here we go. Inhale and exhale. Other side and up. Good. So from the side, it looks like that. I stick the butt back. I lean the torso forwards. And 4, of course, the bigger movement, the lower you go, the harder. All right, and 5. Wider stance is also harder. It allows you to go lower. 6. Other side. Good. 7. So try not to look down towards the floor, too close towards you. 8. I prefer you to kind of look forwards. So that helps me to keep your chest more open. Your spine is a little more straight versus rounding your back if you tend to look down towards the ground close to you. All right, let's do 5 more here. 5. 4. Last 3. 2 more times. 1 last one. And stop. Relax. Bring your feet closer towards you and shake your legs out. Now I'm going to have you come down onto the ground this time, so no need to stand anymore, but I would actually prefer you to have a towel handy for those of you who need a little bit of cushioning for your knees. You'll be able to last a lot longer here, all right? So if you need that, that's where it goes, all right? Cushion your knees, place the towel right in the center after you folded it up. On the other hand, you can also place it in front for those of you who have delicate wrists and you prefer to have something more cushy to put your hands on, or put your forearms or your elbows on it if you tend to slip, right? So option, onto all fours, hands below shoulders. If you have wrist issues and you just cannot rest on your hands, you come onto your forearms immediately. Either way, we are working on your upper body, on your lower body, right? So let's bring your knees together. Legs are together. My inner thighs are actually touching. My thighs are actually touching. Now I want you to raise your right leg up with your knee bent. As I raise the leg up, I am not arching my back. I'm going to bring that leg up higher and lower it down just halfway. And again, 2. Very good. And 3. Nice. And 4. 5. Let's do 15 here. Pressing into your hands, your fingers, your knuckles. 7. 8. 9. Keep your belly wall firm. 10. Let's do 5 more here. And 4. Last 3. 2. One more time here, you guys. And hold it. Pulsing up for 10. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. Exhale. And 3. If you didn't know where your buttock muscles are, you definitely know right now. And 5. Exhale. Think about the side effects, okay? 6. Exhale. 7. Out, out. 8. Pulse, pulse. 2 more. Keep those shoulders stable, all right? One last one. So push into the ground and stop. Put both knees down. And I'm going to reset. Tummy tight. Press into both hands. If you decide to change your mind and come into your forearms instead, please go ahead and do that as well. Left leg comes up. And let's go higher. Lift and lower halfway. And 2. So I'm not resting my knee down every time I do the repetitions, all right? 4. Good. Put more weight onto the index finger knuckle. All right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So just imagine somebody's about to punch you in the stomach and you're getting ready for it. 5 more here. 4. Try not to tilt your hips in order to raise the leg up, okay? Last 2. 1 more. Hold it, pulse it up. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Inhale for 2, exhale. And 3, out, out. And 4, out, out. 5, exhale. 6, exhale. 7, up, up. 8, up, up. Last 2. Exhale, one last one, up, up, and stop, relax. All right, come onto your heels, take a seat. All right, and we're still gonna be working around the hips, around the thighs, but this time, I'm gonna have you come lie down on your side, all right? So, like I said earlier, some of us will have difficulty or discomfort when we lie down on the side and we apply body weight onto the side of the hips. So that is where your towel is going to go. It's going to go to the center of your mat where you will be resting on your hips. All right, so we're going to start off on your elbow first, on your forearm. Now, for those of you who have difficulty resting in this position because of shoulder injuries, I can relate, okay? But if it's too uncomfortable for you, please lie down on your side like so, okay? It's just, you tend to switch off your inner corset when you're in such a position. We will go there later when you start to get tired around the shoulders. So if you can help to switch on your inner core by lifting your ribs away from the ground for the time being, please do that. All right, I'm gonna have you bring both legs towards the front just slightly. So I've just reached both legs, extending towards the corner of my mat, the front corner of my mat. Fingers down if you need a little bit more help with support to not move anything from your hips up. I only want to move that top leg. So if you can, top hand comes behind the head like me. Leg comes up on that top. We're gonna float that leg up higher and press it down. Do that again. 2, and exhale. 3. Notice where my toes are pointing. 4, towards you. 5. Good. 6. Ribs are up. 7. So I'm not sagging the torso down. 8. 9. 10. Let's do 5 more here. 5. And 4. Push into the floor with that arm that supports you, okay? 2 more times. Once more. Hold it. Top leg. Foot still points towards you or towards me. Inhale. We're going to bring that leg back. Exhale. We're going to bring that leg forwards. All right. 2. Draw as big an arc as you can. And 3. Exhale forwards. And 4. Exhale forwards. And 5. Exhale forwards. 6. And out. 7. And out. 8. 9. 10. Let's do 5 more here. 5. Exhale. Last 4. Exhale. Last 3. 2 more. 1 more. And stop. Good. Let's go ahead and lie down on our side. Cradle your head in your hand, or you can go ahead and lie down on your bicep as well, all right, if your neck prefers that. So if not, I'm going to have you have your fingers rest down on the floor to help once again to support the torso and not moving. Or if you're able to, I'm going to have you take your hand away. Top leg comes up. We're going to draw circles the size of a basketball. So as we inhale, we draw 1, stop. Exhale, reverse. Now keep changing directions. Inhale one way and exhale the other. And 3 and out. 4. Nothing moves but that top leg, okay? Exhale. 5. Reverse. 6. Reverse. 7. Keep thinking about extending both legs at the same time, all right? 8. So that bottom leg is not just dead weight. 9. It's actively stretching away from me while pressing down. One last time here will do. And exhale and stop. Very nice. All right. Now go ahead and bring both legs towards the back. I'm going to have you rest your fingertips down on the ground this time. Top leg is going to go for a big movement, right? So I just want that top leg to go up all the way, straight leg. Point the foot if you can and flex to come down. I like this movement just so that it gives a big range of motion to the hip joint. All of us need that. Can you imagine how many hours you sit down every single day? This is a really nice one to do, all right, after sitting down or maybe doing only very small movements around the hip joint, all right? So here we go. 10 times will do. And exhale. It's not difficult. 2, but it is necessary, all right? 3, and exhale. And 4, and out. And 5. Think about floating that leg down. 6, instead of just dropping it down, all right? Last 3 to go. Exhale. 2 more. Good. One last one and stop. All right. Let's switch it over to the other side. All right. So go ahead and have your, well, you can always turn around the other way if you can see the screen. Or just do what I'm doing. I'm just going to bring my head over to where my feet were. All right. So I can still face the side. Now, resting down on your arm or your hand if you need to, but resting on your forearm if you are able to. All right. So I'd like you to have both legs reaching for the front corner of your mat. Fingers are down, top leg comes up. So if you're able to balance using your core without moving anything but that top leg, follow me, hand behind the head. All right, so let's go bringing that leg up first, right? So as you inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. So that last movement that we just did was a lot bigger than what we're trying to do right here. 4, exhale. Feels very different. 5, and out. 6, exhale. 7, toes are pointing towards me, all right? 8, 9, 10, and let's do 5 more. Try to keep those waists off the ground. 4, last 3, lift your ribs up. 2 more. 1 more time. And hold it. Now bring that leg back, recoil. Nothing moves but that top leg, all right? Going forwards, exhale, inhale back. And 2, of course, if you need your fingers down to the floor to help you stabilize, go right ahead. 3, but do not rely so much on it. 4, that you tend to switch off your inner corsets, all right? 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, last one, and stop. Take that leg down. Good. Let's go ahead and lie down on our side. Cradle your head in your hand, or you can always lie down on your bicep as well. Let's take that top leg up, all right? So we're going to draw those circles, basketball size. Inhale, 1 way, stop, and reverse. Exhale, and 2, reverse. 3, exhale. 4, and out. 5, 6, extending both legs out, all right? 7, let's try to unshrug that top shoulder as well. 8, notice how we tend to hold on to unnecessary tension sometimes. 2 more here, and out. 1 more time, inhale, and exhale, and stop. Hey, we're going for that big movement now, but let's move both legs back just a little bit first. All right, so you're forming a straight line. Top leg comes up. Of course, this movement can also be done with both legs towards the front, yeah? All right, inhale, bring the legs up, and exhale, flex to come down. And again, 2, and exhale. And 3, and exhale. And 4, out. 5, 6, 7. Last 3. Exhale. 2 more. One last one. And out. Relax. All right. Coming into a seated position. All right. So what I'd like you to do is to have your legs in a Z-sit. So you'll notice, I'm going to move the towel away. You'll notice that I have my foot against my thigh on the front, all right? So foot close to the thigh. It looks like a Z, all right? So from here, I'd like you to have your fingers come towards the direction, towards the right side, all right? So 45 degrees to your right or in the same direction where your knee is pointed to, right? So from here, I'm gonna have you just bend your elbows a little bit so your hands cannot be too close together. Widen them apart if you need to. Bend your elbows a bit, and that makes it easy for you to float that back leg up. So you're gonna feel it around your waist as well. I'm gonna use the hips and the thighs here, right? So I'm gonna pulse it here, watch. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2. We have 10 here, all right? Here we go. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale. 2. In, out, out. Option 2, you want to work harder. You float your hands off with me. 4, in, up, up. 5, your waist is going to work so much harder, all right? 6, so if you need to, just place both hands down towards the ground. 7, and that's fine. Maybe just one hand as well. 8, exhale. 9, just enough for you to lean forwards and that leg can come up, all right? Last one here. Exhale and stop. Relax. Change other side. So don't hold back. This is the last painful movement you have to do, or work movement, right? Fingers down, leaning towards where your bent knee is. Actually, both knees are bent. So towards the left side, 45 degrees, right? Elbows bent, back leg up, we pulse. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Option, hands are floated. Exhale. Good. And 3. So keep that angle around that knee the same. 4, the movement happens around your hips. 5, you're going to feel the back of your waist as well. 6, maybe just one hand if you prefer. 7, exhale. 8, so there are choices. 2 more times. 9, out, out. One last one. Exhale and stop. Relax. Alrighty, can you take your right leg onto your left? Now, if this is difficult for you to stretch the hips, what I'd like you to do is to have your knees bent like so and have your right leg on top like this instead. And just try to close the gap. You notice that I'm walking my hands towards the front, bringing my chest closer to my legs. This is an option for those who cannot, for whichever reason, because of your hips, because of your knees, to be able to put one leg on top of the other, like so. Whichever choice that you've taken, let's close the gap between your torso and your legs, right? So lean forwards, fold yourselves. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch to the outside of your hips. And let's stay there for another 4. 3, you can walk your hands forwards as well. 2, and 1. You can stay longer on your own if you want to as well, anytime throughout the day. Let's switch it over to the other side. So option 1 or option 2, you choose. Lean forwards. So you're going to feel that stretch right about here. All right. 4 more deep breaths here. Last 3. 2 more. And 1. All right, and slowly coming back up. Let's bring your heels in towards you, holding onto your feet. Butterfly the legs out for a little bit. I really like this, okay, especially after I've been sitting down for many, many hours throughout the day, stuck at a desk. So I do encourage, especially women, to try to do this stretch. Or for those who have very tight inner thighs, right? Now go ahead and hold onto your feet and pull, bringing your chest closer towards your feet. Now you notice I'm going to use my elbows to press down on my lower legs as well, on my calves, to bring my chest closer towards my feet. All right, so the closer you go, the deeper the stretch. Let's hold it there for another 3 more breaths. And 2. And 1. All right, and slowly make your way back up. Cross legs in. I hope you all enjoyed this workout for today. Of course, come back to it again and again and again, especially if you are a beginner. Just do a few repetitions, properly first. Don't think about just doing all the repetitions and using momentum, swinging your legs around, bobbing them up and down without very much control at all. So always work with the movements using control, and you'll find that you actually get a lot more out of the work and the time that you put in. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you'll be watching the other videos that we have in store as well. Have a good one.